Okay, so wouldn't it be funny? Okay, hypothetically speaking, there's people that have called this reality like what do you call that? Like the Matrix, or they say that we're living a dream. And then there's some people that believe that we've already passed away and that we reincarnate and we just keep coming back. Kind of like a dream, like even like Super Mario, you know? You pass away and that's one reality, and then you end up in a new one and you just continue from there. However many lives, I don't know. So, to build on top of that, my opinion, anyways, is that, mind the moth, my opinion is that it would seem that the lessons we learn elevate us to a certain extent, and if we choose not to elevate, we just keep repeating cycles over and over again. If we don't learn the lessons, we just keep repeating cycles. And if we happen to pass away in one life, in the next we may end up with, I don't know, maybe a specific birthmark or a marking or something like that. Not specifically, let's say you got burnt or you got shot or something like that, and then you have something that kind of, you know, what's the word? Is it coincides? Anyways, you have something that has something to do with one of your past lives, and then there's all the information that we get passed down to us through the DNA, through our bloodline, that just keeps repeating over and over, and any of the lessons they didn't learn. It almost seems like they pass it on to us to learn. And if we don't learn, then it goes to the next one. Now, this whole idea that we've already passed away is really interesting, because if that's the case, then that would make perfect sense why so many people are callous, and there's a lot of people that are doing horrible things. Like it means nothing. To them, it means nothing. To them, some form of pain or trauma or something like that, it doesn't matter to them, because they feel, what's the point? Almost like they've probably gone through it so many times that they don't give a shit. And to those people specifically, I tell you, learn the lessons. Try something different this time. If you feel like you've been here like I have, I feel like I must have passed away at least like 12, 13 times. I don't know how many, but that last one there, it was a close call. I don't even know how I got out of that, but I think there's a lot of people in that position where they feel like they don't know how they survived. And then you have a lot of singers and stuff like that that try to, through their artwork, through their singing, try to explain that story, that they should be gone, but they're still here. And it's not necessarily like that you've been saved, technically. Could be, but it could just mean that you're not supposed to play out yet. You're not quite finished yet, or maybe you have some other sort of thing. But either way, that's just my take on it. And then it's like profound too, because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be in like a denial. Because if it's true that we've passed away and we're like the walking dead, then what's the point of anything, right? But in my opinion, the point is to learn the lessons that you're supposed to learn, or else it just keeps repeating the cycle. Do you want to speed this process up, or do we want to keep going over and over and over again? I don't. Not personally. I don't want to keep doing it over and over again. There are some people that would be scared of the thought that, you know, they've passed and that they're still here, because it's confusing in the reality that we've been raised in, the 3D system we've been in, the lies we've been told just to make it comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Just to make it comfortable. That's all it is. It's a form of comfort. And unfortunately, we got a lot of people on the top that are some of the least healed people in the freaking universe. And that's why you get a lot of wars and stuff. It's just their lack of understanding and their pain projected outwards, and it's like manifested into something. Now, this whole take, I don't watch a lot of news or anything like that, but this whole take on what's going on with the I think it's I don't even want to say RUSSIA. Anyways, this whole thing that's going on with that, the idea of shortage of food. Now, I personally have praised the whole idea of fasting, right? I'm not necessarily saying like starving people, but fasting is very good, and it would take a very, very, very long time to starve the people. You can be in a shortage of food, and you can be a healthy weight, if not a bit more, and feel like you're starving because your body is giving you a hard time. I think I've explained this before in the other ones, but it's gonna make you feel like you're dying because the hunger pains. But that passes, and you can have liquid and tea, water, whatever. You don't necessarily need to eat 3, 4, 5 times a day. But anyways, I'm not siding with nobody. I don't even watch the news. I just happen to hear it on the radio in the car. And I was just like, you know what? I don't know what the goal is here, but there's such thing as handlers. So if that Poutine guy, if he's being handled in any way, he's a dragon. He's supposed to be helping people. You know, if you believe in all that stuff, if you break his name down, everything that goes with it, birth date, all that, he's supposed to be helping people. He's supposed to be a holder of knowledge and wisdom and doing something that dragons do. And he's, it would seem to a lot of people he's not, unless there's some other hidden agenda there. There's something that is not explained. Like the whole idea that maybe they believe that same thing, right? So fasting actually gets you in touch with your higher self. It puts your body into a different kind of state. And that allows you to reconnect with your inner self and reconnect with you. So in some ways, some religious people would see that as God, or what's the Hindu, like, you know, any kind of religion stuff. Some would see it as that, but I believe it's a higher consciousness of yourself, because you need to be existent in order to believe in something and give it meaning. Your conscious brain needs to be functioning in order for that to even exist, to give it a name, to give it a function, to give it meaning. So without you and your brain, without your cognitive state, without your reality, then those people that are praying to something outside of themselves keep forgetting about themselves. That's kind of rude. You know, you gotta give yourself some credit too, right?